Hello students of Standard 6. Today we are going to learn Chapter 2, The Little Prince, Part 6. So in the previous class we have learned that a little fellow came who was a very small one. He came and asked the writer to draw a picture. And writer said, I don't know to draw. I paid my attention on geography, grammar, mathematics and history. I don't know drawing. And this is not my fault. It is the fault of elders who did not encourage me. They discouraged me. And because of that, I changed my profession. Today I am pilot because of them. But I paid attention in geography, history, arithmetics and grammar. I learned because of my geography. Today I am pilot and I know the area at a glance. So dear children, let us now see in this what he is telling. That how is not my fault. The grown-ups discouraged me in my painter's career when I was 6 years old, and I never learned to draw anything except bow constructor from the outside and bows from inside. So you have seen the picture. Elephant inside it was look like hat, and in the elephant from outside it was very visible and clear. He had made it inside and outside and showed to the grown-up. Now I start at the sudden appropriation with my eyes fairly starting out of my head in astonishment. Remember, I had crashed in the desert 1,000 miles from any inhabited region, and yet my little man seemed neither to be straying uncertainly among the sands, nor to be fatigued in fainting from fatigue or hunger or thirst or fear. Nothing about him gave any suggestion of a child lost in the middle of the desert, 1,000 miles from any human habitation. When at last I was able to speak, I said to him, "But what are you doing here?" He is telling that he was in such a desert 1,000 miles away. How many miles? 1,000 miles away from the inhabitants. Nearly 1,000 miles, no human were available. And he is telling how this little man has come. He has no fear. He has no tiresome. His face looks so beautiful, clean, not at all fainting with fatigue. Fatigue means tiresome. Nothing is on his face. How he came, how he appeared. So he got courage and he asked, "What are you doing here? How you are here?" And in answer he replied very slowly, as if he were speaking of a matter of great consequence. So he spoke very slowly and said, "If you please, draw me a sheep." So if you are happy, if you are like, please draw me a sheep. When a mystery is too overpowering, one dare not disobey. When the power is there, no one dares to disobey anyone. Assured, sorry, as it might seem to me, 1,000 miles from any human habitation and in danger of death. I took out of my pocket a sheet of paper and my fountain pen. But then I remembered how my studies had been concentrated on geography, history, arithmetic, and grammar. And I told the little chap a little crossly too, with little anger, that I did not know how to draw. He answered me. He saying, I took pen, a piece of paper from my pocket, fountain pen, and started to draw. Then only he remembered. And he said, I have paid my attention in the history, geography, mathematics, and the grammar. I don't know. But still, I shall try for you. That doesn't matter. Draw me a sheep. He said, no problem. You studied whatever it is. But you draw me a sheep. I like to have a sheep. But I had never drawn a sheep. So I drew for him one of the two pictures I had drawn so often. It was that of the boa constrictor from outside, and I was astonished to hear the little fellow greet it with, No, no, no. I do not want an elephant inside a boa constrictor. A boa constrictor is very dangerous creature and elephant is very cumbersome. Cumbersome means very big. Where I live, everything is very small. What I need is a sheep. Draw me a sheep. So then I made a drawing. He is telling, I don't want a boa constrictor which you have drawn early, and I don't want the elephant. Elephant is a very big animal and boa constrictor is very, very dangerous. I don't like to have any more that. So please, you draw me a sheep. That's enough. And he has drawn a sheep. Look at it here in the picture. Can you see this? He has drawn this picture. And he says, he looked at carefully, then he said, No, this sheep is already very sickly. Make me another. So I made another drawing. He said, that sheep look very sickly, very sad. I don't want that. Please make me another. And then he drew this another sheep. Look at the picture. He drawn another sheep. And now after this sheep, what he is going to say, we will meet in the next class. We'll talk about it next class. Thank you, children.